Good evening and welcome to round 6 of the Contest of Speed Season 13. Joining me in the commentary booth tonight, it is Rob Starr, who is missing last week. Last week served up a bit of a classic. Rob, welcome back this week. How are we feeling and are we excited for this one?
Yeah, I think so, because this track, it can always be dry or wet, but we can never know what could happen around this track. It depends what kind of setup you would have around here, which could make it perfect. How about you, Ricky? What do you think is going to happen around here?
Yeah, Belgium does throw up a classic. It does throw up mixed conditions as well, and I don't think this will be any different. We got some quick drivers, especially Hilly, who's having a strong season so far. Will has joined the session. We've got a couple of driver moves this week. Let's just get the drivers' standings on the screen. We've got Dynamic Duo, who is now back up into tier 2. We have got Mackie, who is down from tier 1. Rosa back in a full-time seat as well. And the lanky one is down into tier 3. It's Hilly who leads the way on 60 points, Konzo 53, PW Jones on 49, Hako 43. So it is getting close at the top. Williams lead the way from Ferrari in the Constructors. AlphaTauri down one position from last week. McLaren and Alfa Romeo and Aston Martin, to be fair, aren't too far away either. So it's all to play for. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. And I think it's going to be interesting, this race. It's typically a one-stop, medium to hard or hard to medium. The drivers are going to want to be, setting an early banker. Rob, who is your fancy for victory here?
Oh, I'm thinking Hilly today, I'm thinking Hilly. Hilly's has some few up and down races, but I think he's got it today.
Yeah, well,
Everybody has their chances, and it feels like Hilly's got his chance today.
Hilly's definitely the favourite, I think, on off times being shown on time trial, and I know he's done quite a few GP motors. Well, I'm not too sure what he was doing there, but he got a little bit interested in his losing his rear. But he's going to take us through lap 1. We're going to head into La Source. That'll be second or third gear, depends upon your preference. Heading down now towards Radion and a Rouge. Pretty much flat out, hug the right hand side. Keep to the right normally, it's the shortest way going towards Lake Chicane. And you want to be hugging that left side curve. He doesn't do that, so this suggests to me somebody who hasn't been practicing the track, Rob. I'm not too sure how much practice you did for yesterday's race, but we're going into Brussels now before we get to the historic no name, which is in fact, I do believe, the Jackie X corner now. So, and of course, who can forget Pouillon, one of the most famous corners on the circuit. And where does this rank for you, Rob, in terms of classic tracks?
I'll say somewhere top 5 is a good track. If you can get the right setup and everything, you can. This track is a very good track to race around.
Well, it might be a very good track, but this isn't a very good lap, and it might be one of those that he might even abort, to be fair, and go out on the same set. But he's going to set the first time as we go. And the Aston Martin, I mean, you want to be looking at a low 141, maybe even into the 40s. So he's a good second and a half off the pace there. We've got PW Jones. Is it PW Jones? No, PW Jones is coming through towards the airpin. Who else we got? We got a Haas coming up to the bus stop. Hilly sets the quickest time of 141.5. Let's see what Huff and Dobak can do. He didn't really have the best of races last week. Does he have redemption? It's P4 for now.
I think Hako should. No, we've got a few drivers now going across the line. forge up to P5 now.
Oh, and he's just lost the rear end, a little bit of rear lock in there from the Williams driver. It's good enough for P4. Let's go back on board with Paul Jones, who is in the second Williams. He's the Williams boys starting to come back into the championship, Rob.
Yeah, seemed quite interesting when they won Singapore, which Hako did. Let's see if we can get some good points today.
Wait, I've got a...
Oh, up to P3.
I've got a glitch. I've got a glitch where the guy in P18 is also shown as E-Class Hako.
Not for me.
I have never seen that before in my life. Oh man, that's quality. We got two E-Class Hakos, so I mean the guy's just goated.
He just needs to clone him himself to actually win a race.
Okay, here we go. It is Rosa Sky, so we know it's Rosa Sky. And welcome back to EU2, Rosa. It's he's now got his fibre, so his internet connection should be solid, which is of course why he was demoted in the first place.
I'm going for the bus up chicane. Can he do well here? Bit wide. Crosses the line.
And there it goes. Now it's Rosa Sky. There we go. And first flying up for Cornish Cuck as well. He's back after a few weeks away. He's had some previous issues, but he's back. He's loving life. And let's see what the Aston Martin driver can do. It's interesting that Rob, none of these drivers seem to be hugging that left-hand side.
No, you can't lie. The curves around here are a bit deadly if you don't take it right. Which I kind of learned from yesterday. It was horrible.
Yeah, but by going left before you go into the chicane, it really opens up the right. It enables you to carry that momentum and speed, and that's exactly what you need here. It's a real technical part of the track.
That's what you're seeing on the track, which is actually very important. Purple sector 2. So it looks like he's quick around here.
Yeah, I don't really pay too much attention to the purple sectors on the first lap. It's been pretty buggy for about 8 games, by all accounts.
Well, let's see what he does now in the last few corners here. Is it nice and clean?
It's a solid banker. Welcome back, Cornish Cuck. Yeah, that's a real solid banker. We got Matty Robbo out on our outlap, so he's got quite a bit to go actually. Who's on a flying lap? Let's go on board with Hako, who is a 10th and a half down on his previous best, but can he gain the time through the end? Oh no, he can't because that's an invalidation.
I think Crypto's the next one to start a flying lap here. So he goes through the last few corners, gonna line up here.
Yeah, done in the Red Bull. And it's going to be interesting to see what Matt can do, because he was in Tier 1 last week. After a bit of digging into his times and having raced against him in EU1, it was decided to demote him. And he hasn't... Oh, he's just coming out now, so he's going to get time for 2 runs. What can Crypto find in the first sector? A 30-0, that's not terrible. Probably about par with Haley at this point.
It's really important to get a good time through here. Oh, bit of sliding on the rears there.
Yeah, really pushing it through Jackie Hicks corner. Well, do you know what? I'm just going to call it No Name. We all know it as No Name. Oh, that's going to be an invalidation, surely.
Oh.
No, he hasn't invalidated, but he did lose time. I tell you what, that's set up. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Yeah, his setup looks real loose.
Yeah. It can kind of fix it in the front, but then is rears. So it can turn it down in the front, but it depends what he does. But it kind of needs to fix it before the race.
Yeah, we're on board with Elite. Someone who has been struggling since Netherlands, it must be said. Quite a few people fancied him for the championship, but in truth, he's sort of fighting for P5 in the championship right now. He's going to set a decent time. It's a 141.7, and that will put him provisionally on the front row. Let's go to last week's winner, and that'll be Konzo, done in the Ferrari, of course. Ferrari 18th and 19th at the moment. And can Konzo's someone who does very, very well in the race, but qualifying is his kryptonite.
Yeah. It's all about race pace because you've got most of the time there to gain. But it does well, P10, not the worst.
Yeah, to be fair, I did. Yeah, P10, 42.3, that's a very, very safe lap. Let's go on board with Mac because this is his first laps in the tier. He's coming through the hairpin. 29.9 in Sector 1, that's pretty decent. I know quite a few drivers have asked me about Mac's pace, but you're about to see it now. Are you going to be concerned? Or are you going to be like...
Let's see how he is.
Yeah, well, he's got a little bit of traffic. He's got Konzo out of the way. He wasn't held up, so not looking too bad. He is down on Elite's time. He's about a tenth and a half down on Elite's time, so he's flirting with Hoffen, Dobak, and Yeatmix. Yeatmix, who's done a terrific time, actually, 41.9. So it really depends upon this bus stop chicane. And I'm fully expecting him to jump to P3, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Let's see how much he jumps up to P4 now.
It's a P4, so it's a good time.
Quite close. Quite close between P8 to P4. No, P3. Look at that time. So
yeah.
Tiny bit of improvement. You could jump up to P3, most likely.
Yeah, well, I mean, Yeatmix is tier 3 and he's done a 41.9. I mean, the 41.9 isn't really that quick, so it's not like these times are magnificent. It's just everybody else hasn't delivered a lap. And Matty will decide to box. Oh, he isn't. He's just run out of ERS. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised he's decided to stay out there, knowing that he's out of ERS, but it's going to take him 1:45 to get back. I mean, he's got time to go back around and get back out, so if he's just using that as a time to get a delta on, then fair enough.
Well, it looks like Wales on the flying lap now.
Yeah, he absolutely is. He hasn't set a time yet. He is, of course, just reserving for now. What was that, a 14.0?
I think so.
114, so he's going to be, what, 5 temps down on Elite. Yeah, so he's sort of flirting with between sort of 6th and 10th at this rate.
Quite close up the top. That's it from the first two drivers at Haley and Elite. Team quick round here. P10.
Yeah, I mean, it's he's there. He's got a delta. The question is, I mean, it's going to be a it's going to be a 150 to get back. Has he got the time?
So.
I'm not sure he's got the time to get back in and out. To be
honest, it
honest,
looks like it's on low fuel as well. So if he goes to low fuel mode, he won't make it back in time.
Yeah, so that's probably well done. To be fair.
So it looks like most of the drivers are now coming out now in the pits.
Well, hang on a minute, because Will's just gone quickest through Sector 1. So, has he stocked up on the fuel?
Because right now it's flashing red for me. And he's got no ERS.
Yeah, he might not. We got a five place grid penalty for Huffendoback. Yeah, he's not going to be improving there, is he? Andres on a flying lap here. Currently P16, Division 3. Andres, what can he do? We got pretty much half the field out on the outlap.
And a bit slower than his first sector though.
Yeah, he's gone wide there. He's gone wide there. He might back out of this for that because that looked really tentative.
It looks like most of these drivers are going for low fuel. So if this is like where one lap to actually make a lap.
I think Matty's on a. Is Matty on a flyer?
No, Matty's just been out the whole time. He hasn't gone into the pits or made a
Okay, yeah. So what he's doing, he's just running a bit of a run setup, qualified and getting some laps in. I mean, this is the hard thing now, is because if you've gone out early, you're just gonna have all this traffic. Oh my god, I'm not sure the Aston's seen him till later. I think you're.
Well, Andrews has improved by 6/10 in the second sector.
Yeah, he's
So
still not going to make a position.
yeah.
Crypto is fighting the car at every opportunity. I'm not too sure. I mean, he's definitely going to improve because he hasn't set a time, but never mind, I take it back.
Andrews don't jump
I
anyone.
completely take it back. I've cursed the lad. Let's go on board with Rosa. There we are. Half a tenth up. There we go, Rosa. Get the time in, lad. Everybody on flying laps now. Will has retired. Where will that be? That'll be in the pit lane. I mean, just a couple of attempts and you'd surely improve. Look how close it is between sort of P3 to P8. Just a tenth covering 6 positions.
So close.
Around a track like Belgium, that's quite awesome.
Well, let's see how Rosas is in sector 2. Improves by nearly 2/10.
Yeah, and Rosa's Sky is on the verge of joining that little battle for P3 here. Haley's going to be one of the last to cross the line. What can Rosa do? He's put everything into this lap. Doesn't want to screw it up now at the final 2 turns. And he's lost the back end slightly. And yeah, that's definitely compromised his time. Who else we got? We got a McLaren out. Is that Matty? Yeah, Matty's going for a bit of a journey.
Huffendoback's next one. Don't go across the line.
Huffendoback.
Yeah. About to go to the bus stop chicane now.
Yeah, he's a couple of attempts down. He's not improving here. A lot of people struggling for traction coming off that elite spin it. So he's not going to get pole position. We got an Alpine coming up. Is that Andres? No, he's gone off the track. Dynamic duo. There we go. Hasn't set a time. This is interesting. Where would he put himself? Deemed himself too slow for tier 2. Puts himself in P3. It just shows you. It just shows you, mate. Just believe. And you can.
Oh, Manuel Maskey up to P2 now.
Yeah.
Just elite.
Yeah, there are times to come in. Not Tom Carter is improving. Everybody improving on these final runs.
Yeah, improving, but not much.
And who else?
Hako
P2. Not Tom Carter. Yeah, exactly. Hilly looking good for pole position right now.
Yeah, he's invalidated his lap, so currently it depends on that lap only.
It's can Tom Carter get pole position? No, not quite.
Quite close.
Conso is 4 attempts up. He's looking to jump towards P9 here. Who else jumped? Mac.
P5.
Yeah, Mac the Alfa Romeo jumped up to P5.
P8.
And
Conso to P11.
Conso P11.
Was this Sky? No, he's backing out. They run out of fuel. Looks like everybody's out of fuel now.
Yeah, that is it. That's quality.
Lineup.
Wow, interesting that Hilly's first run was good enough for pole position. I expected a lot lower times than that, Rob.
Yeah, well, EU2. Sometimes it can surprise you, you know.
I mean, it's close.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
close.
close.
Around this track, 4 temps from P1 to P13. I mean, that's pretty awesome. But again, Hilly's first run, good enough for pole position. That's surprising.
First of all, yeah, close as well. Well, that's his starting lineup. So Hilly's currently looking strong.
Yeah, let us know what your prediction is. A really good lap there from those Dobby Nasty, Mac 1. Yeah, I think Mac 1, the fact that he's come down a tier and he's a couple of temps off pole, but in and around the top 6, shows that it was the correct move there from the admins.
Oh, now we've got to see how cleanly we can do it into turn 1, lap 1, or for a rouge. So Huffendoback will drop down to P14 after that 5-place grid penalty.
Crypto.
So that moves everybody up.
Crypto outside the 107% rule.
Yeah, what's happened to Crypto and Matty's already? Yeah. Well, Crypto 155.
Yeah, he just didn't really put into it. I think it's one of those situations where does he? It sort of sounds like he doesn't want to be involved in the carnage, if there is any carnage. Dynamic Duo in the end, I think, was down to P7 after provisionally being P3. So,
well, it shows how much, yeah, you can drop by if you get up that high.
Right, Rob, seeing as you missed last week, I'm going to put you in charge of running the first lap here.
Oh, all right, fine.
That's your penalty for not being committed.
Oh, was committed to racing at least.
Oh well, get yourself sorted, like.
Well, all I can say to these drivers: good luck. Don't crash it. If you get wing damage, it's awful. So I got wing damage twice yesterday.
Yeah, and I think it's just worth mentioning that, weather could play a part. There's going to be safety cars. Belgium, it normally happens, so don't give up if you have an incident early on. Report it to the stewards. They will do their job, and justice will be served. Here we go then, Rob. Take it away.
I'm not doing lights. I gave up already. And away we go.
What a start!
Dynamic is not moved, he's just staying still, but Hilly's still got his P1 here. Borgia moving up, everyone is moving up. Crashing.
Borgia's up to 4th.
Hako's dropping back, everybody's dropping back, loads of people climbing up. Fast disqualified for Dynamic Duo has been disqualified.
That looks like a game issue because there's no way that would happen.
Tom's making the move onto Hilly now, up to P1 now. But Borgia made up 5 positions, him as Conzo.
Oh my days! And Hako very, very nearly going into the back of the Mercedes. We got a hat off. Oh my days! Look, he's going rallying. That's Ross Sky. Round the outside, round the inside goes the McLaren of Matty Robbo. Ross going a bit of rallying there. Very nice. And I tell you what, Brooksy struggling there on the medium tyres on the Mercedes, struggling through. Pion going wide again, and Rosser up the inside. Oh, look at this. The Mercedes is off. Does Rosser make it through? He got yellow flag sector 2. Be interesting to see if he'll get away with that one. The safety car is not out, so we're all good. Let's go back to the lead because not Tom Carter.
Massive gap.
Yeah, not Tom Carter. There we go then. Conzo in 5th position from 11th after lap 1. So a great start. I mean, is he starting on the soft tyre there? Yeah, he is. He's on the red wall tyre, so he wants to make some early moves, and he's definitely making that happen. A good lap there from...
Show tyres, rookie, to the people.
Yeah, we will do in a minute. Let me just let the action cool down for a moment. Now we got some movements.
looks like Tom's looking strong with his race pace currently. Looks like we've got some people pitting already. Guessing we had wing damage, which ain't great around here. But down this long straight, who's gonna have a low stand force?
Yeah, we got a move for P9 here. PW Jones versus the Ferrari of Will 67. He's on the softer tyre. Doesn't make it stick for now. No attempt. Maybe we got a complete corner cut there from the Alpha Tauri. That was Yeet Mix. Not really sure what happened there. Yeah, an interesting one. Big winners from lap 1. Konzo up 6. Crypto up 8. Matty up 5 positions. Will up 5 as well. So it's pretty clean here in Tier 2. And great start from not Tom Carter. Sorry, let me just get rid of that. I pressed the wrong button. Hilly, definitely someone who... He does say he's sometimes a little bit too cautious on the opening lap. Perhaps that is something that happened there. Let's go on board with Elite because he's battling. Oh, we got a spinner. It's a Williams. It's Hacko. Hacko has dropped it. And that looked like a complete driver error.
Yeah. Looks like he's dropped down to 15th now, so it won't be the best for him.
Oh, and Elite just gets on the grass there. Doesn't hurt him too much. It does look like quite a few drivers are going for the medium strategy. Obviously, a bit skeptical of the early safety car, perhaps. And let's go on board with the Aston Martin in P3, Rob, because 3 attempts, 3.5 attempts, 4 attempts, just about covers it. Is Hilly gonna make a move down?
The arrest now.
Down the Kemmel Straight.
Yeah, looks like he would. Moving up to P1 now.
Let's go on board with P3 because he can see it unfold. And there we go. Nice move from the race leader.
Yeah. Mix is making the move now on Matty Robbo, but we're currently fighting. And Matty Robbo keeps it sticking.
Yeah, I tell you what, Yeet Mix needs to just dial it in a little bit. He's sticking his nose where it isn't wanted. And all it takes is Matty just to turn in slightly and there will be a spinner.
And it looks like Elite picks up a 3-second time penalty around here already on lap 3.
Yeah, well, you can see it. You can see when we're on board with him, he looks like he's got just so much understeer in that Mercedes. Really struggling. His teammate absolutely nowhere for now. Let's go back up to the leaders because not Tom Carter is on the back of Hilly. And both of these drivers know how to race. They know that they'll, it's a long distance. They'll use each other down the DRS straights.
Yeah, to pull away from the other drivers. So it looks like Manuel is kind of not that quick with the top 2 drivers. But he's sticking with DRS.
Yeah, but what'll be good for Manuel is the fact that because he's so far back and because the front 2 are so close, he'll be able to brake later as if nobody is in front of him. So therefore, he'll be able to close right back up in the corners.
And also Elite's now pitting, so the Mercedes have pitted, 2 of them now. So it ain't looking the best for him right now.
Well, there's going to be a move for P9 here because look at Crypto. He is all over that Ferrari's gearbox. Already attempt. I know we missed the lead, but equally an important battle here for P9. Now there's clean air in front. Back up to the leader. The controller died and can get off the start. Big rip. Yeah, thankfully he did start last, so it didn't involve any collisions. Yeah, so there we go. There's a bit of a gap there from P6 to P7. PW Jones is on the hard compound. I think he's the first of the hard compound. Wait, you started P7?
Which he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, so PW Jones is back in that DRS zone temporarily. Mac is the one who's struggling to keep up with Borgia.
So it'll be an easy overtake for Jones then if Matt can't get DRS at Konzo. Down this long straight without any DRS. So it's all about slipstream and ERS if you want to overtake them. I'm pretty sure you don't want to, as DRS is now
There's not really worth using your ERS around this track other than down the back straight because when you're in a DRS train you just don't move. It's really a pointless exercise. This at the minute is just going to boil down to who blinks first because the undercut is going to be huge and can they get out in clean air.
Let's see if Hilly will make the move now on Tom Carter for P1 now.
Well, someone who's making a move is Konzo. Hilly's making a move on the leader Tom Carter. So it's going to be changing positions as well. Around the outside, Konzo. Bit of contact. Nothing doing for now, though. It's still... Konzo's still there. And this has brought Borgia right up to the back of it. Mac might be able to gain a little bit of time through this technical sector. This is where the downforce will come into play. If you're running a bit more wing, this is where you'll make the time up. 8 tenths now the difference between P1 and 2. P2 to P3. And,
looks like Borgia is crashing up to Konzo. Correctly through sector 2.
Yeah, absolutely now because the Sobs have had their fun now. They've the best of that tyre is pretty much done. But while he's still in the DRS, it's going to be worth stretching that soft tyre because he's not losing that much time.
Yeah, especially when he's got DRS, it's like you're just being towed across. It looks like he's been dropped out of DRS now, Konzo.
We'll see.
Yeah, he's been dropped out.
Yeah, he has for this one, but he's still got that mechanical grip on that tyre. So, he has moved up 7 positions, so the tyre has served him well. And
so let's see if he's would last now.
Yeah, exactly. And we've now got a 7-car train with PW Jones joining the fun.
Well, it looks like there's going to be another move for P1 now.
Yeah.
So Tom Carter would be switching now. But anyone else making the move?
It doesn't look like it for now. Maybe Matty Roberts down the inside. Yes, nicely done.
Clean.
Yes. He gave a little bit of a squeeze there, and we love to see that. So nice job from Matty, making a lot of ground. And we got a yellow flag. That is it's the Aston Martin. It's manual. He's dropped it. It looks like on the curb, and his internet's tweaking.
Looks like he's kind of dropped the drivers behind a bit, kind of slowed them down from Crypto.
Yeah, that's not good for Konzo or Borgia though, because he was the middleman, and now they've lost that connection. This helps the leaders massively.
Yeah, look at that gap now. Looks like Konzo is now out of DRS from the top 2, so it's just be a top 2 battle now from now on. Borgia stuck in 4th with Mac and PW Jones behind him.
This is perfect for the leaders because now, like I say, what they have been doing is they've been using each other to slipstream and get past. That's all they need to do, and they will create the gap to Konzo behind.
I think Konzo is using a bit of his ERS to catch up to the drivers in front to get their DRS. I don't think it's worked.
Yeah, he's not got DRS now. Matty and Neatmix are battling for P10. You love to see that. Hilly is in DRS. He opens up his rear wing, and this is going to be a nice overtake. I don't get that from Tom Carter. Why not put Hilly off the racing line? Because if you're on the racing line, you're making it tricky for the car that's overtaking you and can apply the pressure through the next sort of 3 or 4 corners. By putting yourself off, you're conceding the position and you're going to struggle behind them. So, interesting that Tom Carter's decided that's the way he wanted to play it.
But lots of Hilly's currently faster than Tom Carter, if I had to believe so. He's formed a massive gap between each other for the sector 2. So it seems like he's quicker for sector 2 than Tom Carter. And looks like we've got a spinner, which
It's-
is Cost
Yeah,
Brooksy.
it's Corey in it. Yeah, Corey at the back. Yeah, it's not been a good day for the Mercedes. They've really struggled since round 2, to be fair. There doesn't seem to be any momentum. I tell you where there is momentum, though, in the Williams of PW Jones, because he's made his way up to P6. He's got P4 in his sights.
Try to slide past these drivers now, which are on the mediums, and he's on the hards. So these would last longer than the drivers in front.
Yeah, but there's honestly not much difference between going from medium to hard to the hard to medium. It's pretty much like 10 or 11 box and go on the other set. If Jonesy can sort of box around lap 10, I have no doubt the mediums will make it, and he will definitely get the undercut. So he's just got to play it smart for now.
So Borges is now making him move a Mac for P4, same as Will, but yellow flag for Brooksy was retiring on the track. So safety car.
No, it looks like he's dropped it at the bus stop. So yeah, he's dropped it at the bus stop chicane. This helps. This helps the guys on.
Well, would definitely help.
Well,
Konzo.
to be fair, I think it helps PW Jones because it's going to be sort of lap 10, 11 anyway when they get going. The medium will have a massive advantage to begin with, so he can definitely make some moves. I expect it, honestly, I expect everybody to pit here.
Yeah. Well, it depends what they would go for. I think Costa Elite would definitely stay out. Depending on those hards.
Okay,
hard,
so
same as Andrews.
Yeah, the front two are going to go to the hard. I expect Konzo to go to the medium. Everybody on medium is going to have to go to the hard. Hard runners will go to medium, and the soft runner will go to medium. So Konzo might find himself P3 on the medium tyre with 12 laps to go. Which...
Well, let's see, we'll pit now.
Let's go on board with...
I don't think...
Let's go on board with...
Yeah,
there's no... I wonder if PW Jones is deciding... No, he's boxing.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's boxing.
Yeah, everybody's going to pit here.
Lots of it have.
It's a free pit stop, essentially. Track position...
Well.
Yeah, track position around here at this stage doesn't really mean too much.
Well, let's see what Elite does, since he's on, like, what, old hards?
Yeah, he's going to pit. He's got nothing to lose. Surely he's going to pit.
No, he's staying out. Staying out with those 4-lap hards. Let's see how much positions he would make up.
Yeah, I think I would have preferred to have a tyre advantage at this point.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't really gain much positions.
Well, I mean, he has gained positions, but he's on worse tyres. And he's on the same tyre as everyone else. Why not go on to a brand new set of mediums and try and have some fun out there? But Hilly is your race leader at the moment. Konzo is looking very, very interested right now. He has had a great first stint. Let's have a look at the position changes. Crypto up 12, Konzo up 7, Borgia up 5, PW Jones up 6, Crypto up... sorry, I've already said Crypto. Will up 6, Matty down 7, Hako down at 11, but is now back with the pack. So after that early mistake, Rob, Hako is back in the fold for some points.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, let's see what Hako would do.
Just
really,
this race really depends on what Konzo can do on the first 2 laps. I think because
he's on the mediums. Like,
yeah, he needs to make this. He needs to make this advantage tell
straight away
at the beginning, because if it's in 10 lap times and he's still in P3, well, the hards are just going to be so much better.
Yeah, I would get ahead of these before lap 3 and make it a 1 second gap. So that I wouldn't get the arrest. So that could lead him to a win. If he has the right plan. Same as Jones. He's not that far down and he's on the mediums.
Yeah, again. Yeah, Jones. I'm interested to see what Elite's going to do here. He will lose 6 positions. Well, 5 positions, but what can he do on that medium tyre?
All right, now I'm thinking Conzo's looking the strongest, definitely, like you would say.
Interesting he stays out.
Yeah, at this point I would pit mediums, yeah, like you said, and you'll be on the freshest set out of everybody else.
Yeah, the 1 lap pressure won't really matter anyway, because these guys are only going to have 1% or 2% tyre wear, but
You do gain a lot around here in the safety car, which I learned yesterday.
the problem is Elite's on 6 lap old hards. He's already got 5 laps worse tyre wear. He's got a penalty. PW Jones,
yeah.
watch out for him as well, yeah. Mac and P5 doing a good job on his... Can you move the league to another game? Yeah, we could start an F1 2020 league, yeah?
So, downgrading down to another tier, to another game you can go to.
Well, safety car's going to be in this lap, no doubt about it. At this stage, Rob, who's your money on? We are just about coming up to halfway. Quite a few of these within a shout of winning. Hilly and Tom have looked.
What I've noticed about Hilly, when he's in front of Tom, he kind of makes a gap. DRS is kind of strong, but if Konzo makes the right move, then he could win. He just needs to get ahead of these drivers in front of him. Make a 1 second gap before the lap 3 for DRS to be enabled. And he's a free man. Because those hards at the end would work better than the medium. They just gotta wait it out.
Yeah. And I tell you what. See, Tom's got to be careful here. Why is he directly behind Illy? This is something I never do. I'm always to the side of someone in front of me, just in case. Not a brake check, but someone dabs on the brake, or they just anything basically that can go wrong. There's no need to be directly behind the driver.
Yeah, you have to be careful through bus stop as well on the safety car. It's all quite tied up there. Everybody's going slow, and you also want a good run up on the straight.
When's he going to go? He might take this up to the line, to be fair. He's keeping it consistent, which is what you want. He's going wide, and...
It's not gone yet.
He's not gone yet, Tom Carter, but now he's gone. Now he's gone. So Tom Carter has penalised himself by gambling on that. And Konzo
makes a move to P2 now.
It's going to be a switchback, but Konzo, with that tyre advantage, surely is going to be able to get it. No, he's not.
Elite staying in P12 so far.
There we go. It's as you were.
Taking Rosascari before a Rouge. But he's going to be fast on the straight here.
Yeah, nothing doing right now. Tom Carter's having a look down the inside.
No, he's back in now.
Nothing doing now. I'm going to stay on board with Konzo because he's the one who should be... Well, he's the one who should be the most comfortable in these conditions right now. He has got the tyre advantage. Everybody around him on the hard compound. It does look like he hasn't fired them up yet.
Yeah, he's a driver to watch right now. Also, Jones, if you can make some moves as well, but just putting out there, he's on the mediums as well. But right now, it's Konzo, which could be the one to win this anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Borja is looking pretty interested in the rear of Konzo for now.
That's what I mean by Hilly kind of drops Tom Carter in Sector 2. Look at that gap now already.
Yeah, but it's not that much really. 6 temps, that's easily, if Hilly's running a higher downforce setup with DRS, that's going to be gone in meters. And you can see just how much time Tom gains through the bus stop chicane. Now, Konzo looks definitely a lot more on it than he was this time last lap.
Yeah,
He just looks.
Hako's kind of lost some positions with a bus stop. We've noticed as well. It was up to P12.
Here we go. Here we go. Tom Carter, is he applying the pressure? It does look like it.
Very strong.
Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. You can see the straight line advantage.
Yeah, that Citroen's kind of strong as well, but Konzo behind Hilly as well. Course up a lot.
Yeah, this isn't good for Konzo right now. He's not really made any sort of... PW Jones is having a look down Mac. Yeah, you need to be second in the train, like third or fourth, you're just following orders sort of thing. Konzo really, really needs to make this move as soon as possible. Elite again with another penalty. He's really struggled this race.
I think Konzo might make a move on Hilly on the back straight because he's got more straight line than Hilly. But I think that's the only chance he can make a move because DRS around here is quite strong, shall I say.
To be honest with you, Borgia looks more likely to pass Konzo than Konzo to pass Hilly because Borgia on the hard compound is not losing any time to Konzo, and you would expect he would. Got to move for P9. It looks like Yeetmix is going to go down the inside of those Dub Nasty. Is
wide.
Manual. Nice. Nicely done. Good cover.
Now this is when it all matters. DRS will be enabled now. So it depends who can overtaking each other on the straight to keep their position. Yes, thank you. You can't even miss a bit much, a safety car. One safety car so far. And some drivers have made so many positions like Crypto.
Yeah, we're missing a P20. That's what you get for when you demote yourself. No, it's been good so far. We've had only the one safety car. It's been some good racing up front. Matty Robbo doing a good job in P12. Will doing a good job in P10. Hako still in P14, though he's not really making any impression on his comeback.
Look at the gap between Rosy Sky and Matty Robbo now. So you got that DRS train between everyone else, and then that gap. Hako needs to do something if he wants to catch up, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, these mediums haven't really worked at this moment, have they? If you look at PW Jones and Konzo, they've actually made no moves, despite being on the softer and quicker tyre.
Unless we're reserving them up to the end.
No, it just shows you. Either. Here we go. PW Jones got a great exit, and he's going to burn a little bit of ERS. No, he's staying reserved.
It's really hard to overtake around here if we don't get left enough space through here.
Yeah, PW Jones staying reserved.
Maybe saving his ERS to the last lap or something.
No,
you never know what these drivers could do.
You can't make moves like that on the last lap because you're in sixth position. You need to make moves every sort of lap or every other lap, and sort of earn your way through the field. There's no good dumping it all on one lap.
Well, it looks like Konzo's kind of close to Tom Carter, but I don't think it would be enough to overtake Tom. He does have DRS now. Konzo gets close, but I don't think... Yeah, don't
Oh my days! Oh my days, I thought he was going to clip the back of Hilly. Yeah, but if Hilly is running more downforce, which tends to be what is happening, Konzo's got a better chance being behind Hilly.
PW Jones is now right behind Mac.
Yeah, Mac's doing
a bit of pressure. Yeah.
Mac's doing a good job here. Crypto VD is getting involved as well. Good battling here. Up to even Yeatmix in P10 is, he's still in the DRS train. It is Will, though, who's lost that connection. Matty has got a great opportunity there to get Will.
Let's see if you can have a good exit through here now. To make a move, maybe. We haven't seen the move. We haven't seen the move yet. Yeah, we have. But looks like Hilly. Well, looks like Hilly's getting really close to Tom Carter now.
Yeah, he'll just sit behind. There's absolutely no gain from overtaking into this corner. You're just going to give DRS away. It's really tight at the front, though.
It is. Not much moves, but there will be moves later on.
Oh yes, definitely.
You can already tell.
And I'll tell you what we might get. We might get a little game called DRS Chicken, which isn't illegal. It's perfectly allowed, provided it's done in the right manner, shall we say, done undangerously.
Oh, Konzo's right behind Tom and Hilly.
Yeah, but I think Hilly's burning. There we go, round the outside. Konzo's got to make it. He's not risking it, is he? He's got the tyre. He's just weighing it up right now. Elite gets past Cornish Cook, and PW Jones still struggling behind that Alfa Romeo. So it's a good debut for Mach 1. And I've got to say, I've been really impressed with Mac's pace here in T2.
Nice to see some new drivers in today as well. Dynamic duo back, then his controller died. So that's not the best way to come back in a race for EU2.
Yeah, and Hilly's broke that 1 second. So he's
quick for sector 2. He's quick.
Yeah, Hilly's gone go gadget on his ERS, and he has now got that advantage, which is going to allow Konzo. We got a yellow flag. That is Elite, who's been. It looks like he's around. Tom Carter. Is he going to get DRS? Oh, I don't think he's going to get it on here, but he's probably going to have to get it on the next one. He's got a horrible exit. Hilly has broke that 1 second, and now Konzo.
Right back is in the wall now.
Yeah, this isn't actually that great for Tom Carter. He's not going to have any.
Konzo will make the move now. Tom Carter.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, they're going to close up to Hilly. Is he going to gain 3 attempts? He's got the tyre advantage now. That's perfect for Konzo. He's already within the 1 second. And with that tyre advantage, he should be able to close back up to the McLaren. Although this is the sector where Hilly's
the strongest.
Yeah, this is Hilly's sector.
But he could try and lose Tom Carter as well. He could. Which looks like he is as well. So it looks like Tom Carter's gone below wings. Really, it's super slow.
No, it's difficult because Tom Carter's racing against someone who's on the softer compound, more grip. So this is just purely the tyre doing the work rather than the actual speed of the driver. Although Hilly doing a great job keeping Konzo out. Oh, and Tom Carter has had a nightmare there, and it's left Borgia to go through. The Alfa Romeo. So we're going to get a switcheroo here. Tom Carter's really struggling here. Konzo is back into the DRS sector. That's crucial. I don't think Hilly's going to mind this too much. I mean, obviously, it helps if he's... Oh, down the inside goes Tom Carter and Mac. Good driving.
Also, PW Jones now going down the inside.
Yeah, Mac got a little bit loose on the exit of the bus stop, and that allowed PW Jones to just say, do you know what, I'll take that. He's going to try another move on the Red Bull of Borgia. And I tell you what, it's all got a little bit interesting here.
Well, look at that gap now between Tom and Konzo. So it looks like them two is going to have their own little fight now.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think Hilly's got it covered into turn one. We got a yellow flag, and that's pit lane. I don't think Hilly's going to get overtaken into turn
looks like Tom's now flashing.
A little bit of contact.
Konzo's not overtaken Hilly yet.
I'll tell you what, PW Jones needs to be careful. He's got the tyre.
Yeah, if I was a Conzo, I would try to reserve those mediums to the end.
Yeah, what he does need to do now, he'll be observing Hilly. He's got the tyre advantage, but he needs to save his ERS. That is going to be crucial on the final lap. This is where the action is. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars battling for the final podium position here. And
There's a bit tapped between Borgia and Jones, but looks like it's all clean.
yeah, we've got a battle for the lead as well, but 6 tenths is quite a decent lead from Hilly. So we're going to stick with this this battle right now.
Mac is trying to make the move on Jones now for the bus
Oh,
stop.
this is not going to be wise. Oh, it is. Good battling. Oh, my days.
Oh.
Down the inside goes Crypto.
And Mac loses it, so he won't gain any positions, but Crypto is now attacking Mac down the outside of turn 1.
It just shows you, though,
off the track.
if you go from attacking to oh, be careful. You can go from attacking to defending in an instant, and yeah, you lose the position.
Yeah, it looks like Borgia don't have any DRS now on Tom Carter, so it leaves PW Jones moving up to P4 now.
Yeah, and I think Konzo's going to have to do some sort of thinking here, because what he's gaining on the back straight, or in the first DRS zone, he's more than losing in Sector 2, so he needs to readapt his strategy on how to get this victory.
Well, after that battle, it kind of brought a gap between some drivers. As we did see Tom Carter kind of flashing before, so it should have gave PW Jones a chance now to try to catch up to him to get a podium.
Do you know what? I think these drivers are really enjoying this race, because I certainly am. It's so close.
Yeah. It's close between everywhere. And even Hilly's dropping Konzo again.
Yeah.
But do you think it's a time where the hards would be better than the mediums?
Yeah, the hards are definitely better than the medium at this stage. The question is Hilly burning more ERS than Konzo at this stage? Can you check on your ERS? Because...
So, yeah, so Hilly and Konzo look about the same now, about 45% each. But Tom Carter with no ERS and Jones with 50%, getting back in that DRS now.
There we go. So Konzo, has he gained any time from turn 1? He actually lost a little bit of time. So Hilly is definitely pushing off turn 1 with his ERS, and that's giving him enough of a gap to stay ahead going through the middle sector. So this is a good strategy for the McLaren driver.
But the DRS and the slipstream is strong through here, so he's caught up a lot now. But Jones has made up a position now up to podium now. So it's going to be a battle between P1 and P2, P3 and P4.
Oh, tight. Oh, this is great racing, guys.
This is why I love EU2. It's got the greatest racing ever. I know sometimes it can't be clean, but it does have some good racing to it.
Yeah, and I think this week there's been a real good sort of demotion and promotion, and it's really tightened up the tier as well. I think this is been on show. At this stage, you know, I would begin to think that Hilly's got this locked up right now.
Yeah, it looks like Jones has kind of dropped Tom as well. But Hilly, yeah, he could have this, but Konzo's got more ERS than Hilly, 10% more.
We got a spinner in the back. That's Rosa Sky. I think Konzo realistically needs to sort of get ahead. Just burn what he's got, get ahead, because he doesn't want to be leaving it to the last lap where something has to happen. It's under 6 tenths. You can see that. You can see Hilly gets a much better exit through turn 1.
Yeah, but then that DRS is strong on this straight. This long straight.
Yeah,
But
but
I
he's,
think this is the when you would start to make a move on Hilly now. So you don't want to leave it to the last second because you don't know if you're gonna make it or not.
yeah, but he's not doing enough because he's 5 times behind at this point. Are we going to see a double overtake here by the Alfa Romeo? There's one of them. So Max back up to P6. So Borgia with no DRS is going to struggle. Not Tom Carter versus PW Jones for the podium. So it is starting to thin out, these battles.
Yeah, I think Jones might have P3 if he can hold it on, but I don't want to jinx anything.
There's a nice little battle for P11 with Hako and Yeet Mix. Both are out of ERS. I mean, I don't think anybody really expected just the one safety car. Hilly doing a great job. He's now 9 tenths, and that tyre that Hilly is on is really pulling him clear.
But right now, Konzo's got more than Hilly. 10% more.
Yeah, but that's not... There's no point in having 10% more if you're 8 tenths behind because... we go! Yeet Mix! Yeet Mix went up the inside of Blanchimont on Hako. And, that was on...
So now making a move on Will.
Yeah, that was all on Yeet Mix was that as Hako gets out of shape coming out of the bus stop. And let's go on board with Crypto because he's having a battle with Manuel.
So he keeps it. Looks like he's got a better exit than Manuel.
Mac is making a move on Borgia. Here we go. Still overtakes happening. Hilly still 5 tenths clear of Konzo in the penultimate lap. Mac is now back up to P5. We might see some team strategy here at Alfa Romeo if they got an engineer or what. Tom Carter realistically not going to get P3. Will he back up into Max so he can get DRS and they can get a 4 or 5? Might be time to think about that, Rob.
Yeah, I think he would just secure that because Borgia has got like a whole train behind him as well with Mac.
Yeah. Last lap incoming.
And Konzo grab
Hilly's made a mistake. Hilly made a mistake. This is going to be crucial. This is going to be crucial because now he's only 5 tenths behind. Hilly's made a mistake on the Stavolo, I think it is. Oh my days, and it could come down to that mistake. Konzo licking his chops right now. Hilly has done awesome for 21 laps, and he makes a mistake on the penultimate lap, and now he is in all kinds of problems. And Konzo right now needs to get a good exit. He needs to focus on the exit. Can Hilly hold the Ferrari off? 4.5 tenths. 5 tenths. I don't think this is going to be enough for Hilly to keep P1.
Yeah, look at that gap now. 5 tenths.
5 tenths with DRS. This is going to be tight.
We're going to be draining. We're going to be draining that ERS. Whoever can keep this corner could win the race. Unless they don't make it. Konzo, it won't be enough for him, but he's got more ERS in him, 20% more. Could it be enough though?
I don't know. He's
still got the long back straight with no DRS.
Yeah, I think Konzo's missed a trick here because he was as close as he's ever been, and it looks that he's not used it. And he's such an inside curve. That's going to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like Konzo's really pushing it now.
You can see through the corners how much better the McLaren is.
But now onto the back straight now. As we were talking about before, Hilly's good for the sector 2, which are the corners. But on the straights, he's like an old grandma's car.
I think Hilly's got this.
Yeah,
he's blinking. He's blinking. He's gonna send it.
Will he send it? Will Konzo send it? No.
Send it. Send it. Oh, what's he doing? Hilly's gonna get it. Good job, Hilly. It's gonna be McLaren first.
I know it.
Ferrari
I knew
second.
He was gonna win it. And it's going to be PW Jones, P3. Then goes to Tom Carter, Borgia, then Mac, then Crypto, then Manuel, then Will, then Hacko, and Matty. Well, we've got some driver jumps, but then goes Cornish Cook.
All right.
Then
Oh, it makes us just had a spin.
And Andrews and Ross's Sky.
There was some real good racing there today, guys. Well done, EU2. Really enjoyed commentating that one. That was definitely the best race I've commentated on this season. I don't do many, of course.
Just stick to it then, because you're a good commentator.
No, I can't do it because work, but Luke will be back with us. Luke will be back with us next week, hopefully. Crypto gets driver of the day. Congratulations to our podium. Who gets your driver of the day, Rob?
I think, if I had to say so, I think Jones. He's made some good positions and did well on those mediums towards the end. But Hilly, it's really hard to choose. What about you, Ricky?
I don't know. I'm waiting to get the result through. I think it's going to take me to the. There we go. Let's have a look. I think Konzo had some real good pace. He just didn't make the most of his medium.
Yeah, I'm thinking Jones.
Konzo started P10. He had a good stint on the soft. Got up to P3. The problem was he was just too reserved behind.
Matty.
No, it was Tom Carter, wasn't it?
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to give my driver of the day to.
I'm thinking Jones. Crypto's made lots of positions.
I gotta say Konzo. I
think Konzo could have got P1, but then it's been close. But he almost had it at the end.
Right, well, we're gonna do some interviews. So just bear with us as we send some invites. Right, well, we're going to get some interviews on the go. We're going to start with P3 on the podium, and that is PW Jones in the Williams. Congratulations, Paul, on another solid result after a fairly close qualifying, it must be said. Are you? Is that about as good as you could have got today? Do you think, or was there parts of the race that you could have done a bit more?
Yeah, qualifying, I lost 3/10 in my final run, so I could have qualified far higher than I did. I think I had the pace to keep up with the front guys, but I'm not sure I'd have been fast enough to beat them. But because I was so far back to start with, I had a high wing setup and I just couldn't get past people on the straights. So it wasn't until the low wing runners, the tyres started going off, was I able to start making some ground on them. So third, I think, is a better result than I was expecting, and I've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, and that's your second P3, and it looks like we're starting to see some heavy improvement now on the no assist journey. Is that a fair valuation of your current situation?
Yeah, it is. So when I turned the line off, I dropped about a second per lap compared to my with line time. But today, this is the first track. Well, it's probably the closest to my with line time. I'm about 2/10 off at the moment, so it's a big improvement from a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully I'll just keep getting better, and by the end of the season I'll be perhaps quick enough to challenge Hilly a bit more.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely could. A strong performance nonetheless, and I think Baku is it Baku next week? I think it is.
Oh, it is, yeah.
So yeah, that's nobody likes Baku, do they? So
No.
anyway, a terrific result, 15 points, and a strong showing. Well done on P3. Sorry.
Thank you.
Let's go to Konzo, and after last week's victory, Konzo, another strong performance in the Ferrari, having that tyre advantage. Are you happy with the result, or is it an opportunity missed?
Well, yeah, after qualifying, it was a bit of a difficult one to swallow because they didn't really work out for me. So I decided to go a bit aggressive on the softs at the start, and I think I made up 4 or 5 places on the outside at turn one. I don't quite know how I didn't get any wing damage from it, but we managed it. But yeah, pace was quite good. Managed to get past people at the right time, and then caught up to obviously Hilly and Tom, and then I was just trying to maintain my battery and keep up with them really. And then safety car came out. I thought that was unfortunate timing because I was going to pit pretty soon for an undercut, but safety cars can happen really. But yeah, at the end of the race on the mediums, I did well to get P2, but I didn't want to overtake very quickly because I know they would have caught me anyway, DRSing each other down the Kemmel straight. So I just had to sit in it, and I nearly made it work, but yeah, Hilly was just a bit too good on the final lap in the end.
Yeah, it did look like Hilly had a strong middle sector, and that definitely set him up to hold you off. He did, however, make a mistake on lap 21, and I have to ask if you were aware of that, if you've seen it, or if you were like, what just happened there? Because he went from 9 temps to 5 temps, I think, and on this track you want to be second. Could you have burnt all your ERS at that moment just to ensure that the opportunity to overtake into Lee Con was there? Because it didn't really look like at any stage you were close enough to make that overtake.
Yeah, when he made the mistake, I was all just thinking about the DRS. Really, that's the main way to overtake. It's the easiest way to overtake on this. So I knew he was going to use some of his battery, but I mean, I had 65% going into the last lap, so I was doing okay, but my tyres were pretty much going at that point. So the last lap was not good in terms of keeping him up through the corners anyway, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, congratulations. I mean, it is the top three in the standings are the top three on the podium, so it goes to show you that the consistency is there from all three drivers. But well done, a great result, and
Cheers, man.
a nice solid return to form after the first few rounds. Moving on to our race winner, Hilly. Congratulations. I know you've been dying for Belgium. You duly delivered, despite qualifying being fairly slow.
Yes, I have to say I was surprised I kept my pole because all I wanted to do is set a good banker first. 41.5 was a solid banker, and I wanted to spare one set of softs in case there was a late safety car. So I decided to do one other run, but I messed up sector 1 already. So I was just hoping nobody came to pass me, and luckily it didn't happen. So yeah, my first pole and first win. So it's a great race to look back at.
Absolutely, and obviously there was quite a lot of movement for the lead. There was you and Tom Carter were exchanging P1 over numerous amount of laps. Was you at any stage concerned once Konzo got behind you, knowing that he was on that medium tyre?
Yes, I thought with 12 laps to go, the medium would have the advantage for at least 10 laps. So I think 2 laps before the end was pretty much the crossover. But Konzo had great line speed, and I know I had a better second sector. So I want to push there to keep him on about 8 tenths, and as well to spare the battery to about 50%. So I could hopefully fight his DRS at the last lap. And then yeah, the second to last lap, like you mentioned, I lost the rear, and I thought, yeah, there's not worse timing possible than at that point. I thought, yeah, Konzo would have me last lap, but luckily he couldn't catch up. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, and of course that is your first victory of the season. That now makes it 5 winners from 6 races. Just shows you how open this tier is, and you do in fact extend your lead provisionally to 14 points. Is the championship something that you're thinking about now? Is it, or is it too early?
It's too early to really think about it. Of course, I'm thinking about it, but it's not that close yet. The field is very close. I managed one podium at Austria, and for the rest, it's just P4, P5, so solid points, but not enough to take the championship at the end. So I know I have to step my game up, and today was a good start, and I hope I can continue to do that.
Yeah. Well, excellent. I mean, if you do get a chance to watch the race, I highly suggest you do. It was a real good race. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Rob, anything to add to these podiums, drivers, or?
I don't think so, but all I can say is well done today's drive, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rob.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, a great race, and of course it will be loaded up onto YouTube shortly. Tonight is AM2. That'll be live in around 2.5 hours. Of course, they get brought an hour forward due to daylight saving. Rob, thank you for commentating. A pleasure as always. It will be Luke back in the commentary booth next week, and until later on, we'll see you there.